we've dropped one for this one. Iron Maiden, A Matter of Life and Death, while Brendan takes a break over there in the chair. 10 tracks, 72 minutes, the 14th studio album from the UK heavy metal band, released August 2006 by E-Minor Sanctuary, produced by Steve Harris and Kevin Shirley, recorded at Soundwest Studios in London. 2 singles were released, The Reincarnation of Benjamin Breeg and Different World, taking number 4 in the UK, number 9 in the US, number 12 here at home, and charting very well again across Europe. This album ended up going gold in 8 countries, including the UK. Now, this was the band's first album to enter the US charts in the top 10. And the album is also notable for not having been mastered. So, there you go.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah, not mastered.
That's cool. Still sounds fucking good.
Yeah.
7 songs over the 6-minute mark. I fucking love this album.
Okay.
The third album after the reunion, and they're still writing great songs that show no sign of repeating what they've done before. It all sounds fresh and very inspired. I like how it starts off with a straight up rock track with Different World, and as the album continues it gets more and more complex in both music and themes. War and religion are 2 very big themes throughout the songs, and they're presented with some very powerful music that the band has written. For the Greater Good of God has one hell of a vocal performance from Bruce Dickinson. The lyrics are perfect and he brings them to life with the personality that he brings with his voice and the emotion behind it. And any song that has the lyric, you know religion has a lot to answer for, is pure brilliance as far as I'm concerned. Overall, this is a fantastic album. Maiden can do no wrong. 9
yes,
out of 10.
they can.
Oh,
Yes, they can.
yeah, well, that doesn't exist, that fucking virtual 11. 9 out of 10, Reincarnation of Benjamin Breeg, For the Greater Good of God, Brighter Than 1,000 Suns, and Lord of Light.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
I consider this a continuation of Maiden's concept trilogy from back in the 80s, something like that.
Okay,
Because it's a matter of life and death. It's all around about the war, that Benjamin Breeg guy and everything like that. So it's very concept album-y in nature. However, Matter of Life and Death wasn't quite the Maiden album that I wanted at that time.
Yeah.
The main issue I have here that Andrew mentioned was the production on it, just the sound of it. I'm surprised you didn't know that.
No, it sounds just as good as anything.
Does it? Yeah. That's what really dragged me in. I was listening to it, I thought something's missing. And, it hasn't been mastered. There's no EQ, no compression enhancements. There's nothing like that on here. Yeah, they recorded it pretty much live setting and stuff, but they just left it at that.
Yeah.
So it
doesn't have the fancy trimming and
it doesn't, but
it still sounds.
But that's the thing that really I struggle with this album with more than anything. Songs. I mean, look, there are some I think filler songs on this, so I can give and take that. But it's just the overall sound of the album. I just really couldn't get into it.
I just focus on the songs.
Yeah. Overall, it was a bit of a hit and miss album for me. The band's going back into the old habit of putting some really, really great songs and some really, really not so great songs on the one album. So again, it's just hit and miss. But like I've said with a lot of these kind of albums where they're good and bad, when it's good, it's bloody awesome. Some of the highlights that I like, These Colours Don't Run, what a bloody song. That's one of my favourite songs from the album. Excellent lyrics, excellent instruments. The verses and that chorus, I love that chorus section in it. Longest Days, another epic number. It's about the war and everything like this. Epic theme number from Iron Maiden, as is every other fucking song on this record, really, about war. It's got a really excellent verse and chorus section, and I'd consider it to be almost a spiritual equal to Passchendaele for me. Actually, it's that damn good, that song. Really love it. Dave, you mentioned it, For the Greater Good of God. That's probably my absolute favourite off this album. It's relentless. It's technical. Dave and I were both into progressive metal. It's got almost Dream Theater passages in it, which I listen to.
I was a massive Dream Theater nerd by the time these albums were coming out. It's just like, fuck yeah, Maiden's got Dream Theater.
I listened to it, I'm going,
no. Just
longer songs, more technical.
That instrumental section in that song could fit on any Dream Theater. I'm thinking, shit, what's Maiden to put in another Dream Theater bow there? Yeah.
It's Kevin Shirley.
Was he?
He used to produce Dream Theater.
Did he too?
Yeah.
Pardon us while we'll talk about Dream Theater for the next hour. Anyway.
I'm going to give these guys some lube and a pack of tissues, and they can go and sort themselves out 5 minutes after this review is done.
We need a few 7-string guitars as well.
There you go. He's mocking my Greekness. Anyway. Maiden shoot themselves in the foot a bit on here as well, though, because as good as those tracks that I mentioned are, there's a lot of filler on here for me. Songs like The Pilgrim, I know you mentioned it as being one of your favourites, but The Reincarnation of Benjamin Breeg, I can't get into that song. Fuck off. You know what? I reckon it's because it's one of the first songs on the album. That's when I hear I reckon it's because it's one of the first songs on the album, and that's where you hear the production. It could be that. Brighter Than 1,000 Suns, I used to love that song, not so much now. For me, almost half the album is filler, but when it's good, it's excellent. So I find myself kind of skipping every other track. I would have liked to have heard the Standout tracks kind of mixed and mastered properly. And like I said, So what I keep coming back to here, my main issue is the production and the overall sound of this album. Overall, unfortunately, and I hate saying this, I think it's a kind of a mediocre album. Not bad, not great, it's just there. 3 really strong songs, but the rest of the album is barely enough to really keep me interested for the whole thing, to be honest. Standout tracks for me, the 3 that I mentioned are These Colours Don't Run, The Longest Day, For the Greater Good of God. I've given it 7.5 out of 10, and I reckon if it had better production, probably would have got better.
Okay.
For me.
Just don't mind me now, let's just rifling through things as we go along. And that's the first time I've honestly been accused of mocking someone's Greekness. That's the first for me. Keep finding new boundaries to explore. No, probably not. For an unmastered album, I thought this actually sounded pretty good. It jumps out of the speakers at you. The vocals are a little bit raw. They mentioned they were going for more of a live feel by not mastering it, and I think it worked for them. It's pretty well mixed overall. I don't mind the raw edge to it. Another way the band has tried to switch things up and not make any one album sound exactly like the one beforehand. It's all clear, nicely balanced. If anything, it shows how talented the band is to me because it gives them less room to hide behind production tricks. So for me, it was a bit of a different way of looking at it. I reckon this, though, could have some of Nico's best drumming. I don't know if you agree, but I reckon Nico fucking nails this one. There's a fair bit of swing in that part of the band for this one. I love how they've incorporated that on this record, and I really love how this showcases just how good the guitar work is for this band. They've also written songs well around that, and the vocals with plenty of space in between. Not sure how riveting it would be to see it live, or the whole album played live anyway, but on record it's interesting. You can get sucked into the little details easily.
They actually did that, but didn't they? When they toured it, they played the whole album start to finish.
That's why I don't know if I'd want to sit there through the whole album.
Some people were probably getting pissed.
Okay.
Well, play classics.
But the album translated a lot better live, I thought. Anyway, continue.
The rhythm on this one's more straight ahead. It does gallop at times, but it also sits back in the pocket more, allows swing and groove to shine. But the riffs are a little more chunky that's been on offer today, for a point. The composition, though, is pretty good overall. I love the shifts from style to style and how it all fits together. It's interesting. On that note, I did find some of the songs dragging just a little. Nothing too serious, but some that just went a bit too long. And that does impact this album a bit because there's a few moments in time where it starts to add up. The flip side to that, though, is that the track order is good enough to bring you back in. So when you start to drift, the next song will sort of... What's what you were saying? You skip one, listen to one, skip one.
Exactly,
You tune out and you come back in. It's nicely done lyrics to tell the story as well. Got long gone are the memories of Blazers work in that regard. Still, though, it's a little different and well done, especially on the composition and production fronts. In all honesty, this album does drag for me, though. It's a showcase of their collective talent, but probably a little bit too indulgent to keep me locked in the final analysis. I go to 7.5 out of 10. The Reincarnation of Benjamin Breeg, Out of the Shadows, The Pilgrim, For the Greater Good of God. They were my standouts. Check it out for yourselves. Let us know what you think.